Hey guys, welcome back into the Stokastic YouTube channel. My name's Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be talking a little bit of Monday Night Football for Week 15, closing out Week 15 here. We got the Rams visiting Lambeau Field, take on the Packers. Wow, what a matchup. Two teams really going nowhere this week, or this year, I should say. But, you know, it'll be interesting. It's Lambeau Field on a Monday night. Should be fun. And in this video, we're going to be talking about no house advantage, too. So that's going to be fun because there's a couple different ways to play on no house advantage. In this video, we're mainly going to be talking about their pick'em contest. That's where we're taking props from their site. They're putting up for the contest. We're putting them in a lineup, taking about 7 to 10 props, assigning them all different values, putting them in a lineup, and then putting that lineup in against other players to play for big prizes. And for this Monday Night Football, we got a $15 entry, $20K guarantee, $10K to first contest. Guys, there's been a lot of overlay up on no house advantage this year. Really nice contest. Play for $10K right before Christmas. What's not to like about that, really? And if you're new to no house advantage, use promo code Stokastic to sign up there as well. You get a $50 free match deposit bonus right off the top. There are also free projections up on Stokastic.com for no house advantage. Pretty much every slate, NFL, NBA, whatever you desire there at no house advantage, we got you covered. So check that out after you're done watching this video. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Stokastic YouTube channel if you haven't done that already, guys. And you know what? Let's get into this game. We got Baker Mayfield versus Aaron Rodgers. 2 years ago, this would have been a really exciting matchup. Not so much today, but hey, we're going to deal with it. This is why God created DFS sites and gambling like no house advantage. So let's talk about Baker Mayfield right off the top. We got a low point total for this game. We got a 7-point spread. Green Bay's been around the 7-point favorite all week. So we're not expecting much from the Rams here. They really have a small implied team total. We got Baker Mayfield with a 1.5 passing touchdown prop. I gotta be honest. I mean, this is an easy under. This one's projecting as one of our strongest unders on the slate. It's going to be an obvious under, but I like it anyways. Again, really cold weather on tap for Lambeau tonight. That does affect the passing games when it gets down to these temps. It's not going to be a lot of wind, but I think it's going to be enough to affect this Rams passing game. Also, just don't know how much the Rams are going to be passing anyways. It's going to be a very conservative offense. I know Baker Mayfield pulled out the miracle against the Raiders a couple weeks ago. That was against the Raiders, though, and really he looked terrible for most of the game. So Baker Mayfield, under 1.5 passing touchdowns. I don't think you need to overthink this one. Expect the Green Bay Packers to play well at Lambeau. That's another factor, too. But this one, you just eat the chalk and move on. Put this one high up. I don't think Baker gets there tonight. Okay, let's stick with the unders because, again, we got cold weather. We got a low point total. We got two teams whose offenses have kind of stunk all year. Let's go under Tyler Higbee, 29.5 receiving yards for our second prop here. Higbee has basically been phased out of this offense. He's the Rams, they like to mix in their personnel. They like to go with a lot of different types of sets. But when Tyler Higbee starts blocking, his receiving, his targets, the routes he runs, they just plummet. And that's what the story has been kind of since week 7 for Tyler Higbee when these injuries have started piling up. He had a nice start to the year, but ever since then, he's been phased out of the receiving game. Couple receptions here or there, but the yards aren't big. He's not really a good after-the-catch guy anyways. 29.5 receiving yards prop. It's a pretty easy under in a game where, again, cold weather is going to be a factor. Just the fact that Baker Mayfield is the quarterback is going to be a factor. And, I mean, look, Baker is probably, an improvement over John Wolford, but still, this guy's been there for a week. He's going into Lambeau now to play Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. It's not a good situation with the weather that cold either. So Higbee, under 29.5 receiving yards. Lots of stuff working against him too. Packers also very tight against the tight end. It's like the one thing they're good against on defense. So I really like the under on Higbee. And our projections like this one too. It's another high point play. Okay, let's go over to the Green Bay Packers side of the ball now. Let's talk about Green Bay and what they're going to do in this game. Look, we do have Aaron Rodgers at home in Lambeau, but I mean, you're going up against a bad team. You've got two running backs, solid running backs. It's really cold weather. I think the Packers are going to run the ball a lot in this game, which means Aaron Rodgers, 233.5 passing yardage total on no house advantage. Again, let's go under here. I'm staying in line with the projections here, but the projections make a ton of sense in this game. I don't think there's really room here to make a big contrarian move on any of these props. Aaron Rodgers going over 233.5. That seems a little far-fetched for me. Maybe Christian Watson comes through. And we're going to talk about him in a second here with like a couple 80-yard touchdowns or something. But outside of that, I just don't know how many yards there's going to be. Aaron Rodgers, 233.5. We have this projected as a pretty solid under as well, and I'm going to stick with it. I think this is a game where you load up on a bunch of unders. Maybe you grab a couple overs, maybe a contrarian over here or there to really differentiate your lineup. But Aaron Rodgers at 233.5, I think that's a solid under. I think I rank that right up there with like the Higbee under in terms of how much we like it as well, just over on Stokastic. So, Aaron Rodgers not been throwing it much this season anyways, not really been throwing it well, and rarely has gone over this total in this season. So not much to like here. The only thing I'd say is like a weaker Rams passing defense. I'm just not sure how much it's going to matter in this game with how kind of pathetic I expect the Rams offense to be in the cold weather. So 233.5, let's go under that for Aaron Rodgers. And then let's talk about Christian Watson for our last prop. And we are going to mix in and over here because this is the one player I am bullish on for both sides. I think Christian Watson, prime time, he's got Jalen Ramsey in cold weather here. Ramsey's been not good this year anyways. The whole Rams secondary has been not good. They've allowed the 6th most fantasy points against to wide receivers this year. So this is really an attackable Rams secondary. And even though I don't think Rodgers is going to pass that much, Christian Watson has been his main target. He's leading the team in team target share over the last 4 weeks. I think Watson gets free for some big plays, but we're going to go over on his reception total, 3.5 receptions. I think the Packers will definitely mix him in. What do they have to lose by mixing in Christian Watson at this point? He should get his 4 receptions. I'm bullish on that. 3.5, we have this projected as an over on Stokastic as well. So we're going to go Christian Watson over 3.5 receptions for our final prop. Again, I like the matchup. I love the player. And it's at home in Lambeau in prime time. I mean, Christian Watson should get there. So we're going to go under Baker Mayfield, 1.5 passing touchdowns. We're going to go under Tyler Higbee, 29.5 receiving yards. We're going to go under Aaron Rodgers, 233.5 passing yards. And we're going to go over Christian Watson, 3.5 receptions. Staying mostly in line with the projections here. There's a bunch of different ways you can get contrarian on the slate. Look for maybe a Van Jefferson over, a Christian Watson over receiving yards. You can mix it in with his reception total as well. Maybe take an under on a running back. But those 4 props really projecting us strong over on Stokastic.com. You can check that out. Those free projections out after you're done watching this video. If you could, smash that like button. Subscribe to the Stokastic YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. And remember, if you're new to Notice Advantage, promo code Stokastic will get you a free $50 match deposit bonus right off the top. Guys, I hope you have a great Monday Night Football. My name's Geoff Ulrich. We'll talk to you soon.